Hello Divi Nation and welcome. In today's video, I am going to show you step by step how to download, install and set up our free blog post template for Divi's Fitness Coach Layout Pack. This is the final result we're aiming to achieve. So without wasting a lot of time, let's dive in and let's get started. All right, so the first thing you want to do before you install your blog post template for Divi's Fitness Coach Layout Pack, you need to go to this URL, which I'll link to in the show notes below. All right, so once you get to this page, what you want to do is to scroll down and click here where it says get it for free today. And then you need to add your email address. So I'm going to add mine, click on download, and then click download the files. So these files now have downloaded onto my computer. And the next step now is to show them in the Finder because I need to unzip them. So here it is. I'm going to double click on here. Okay, so now the file is unzipped and you can see it's right here. So we're going to come back to this in a moment. Next, we need to come over here now to our site. So I'm going to click here. And before we get started, first of all, I would like to show you what the posts look like on our site. And this is the basic template. There's nothing on here. I haven't applied a template. So this is what it looks like out of the box when you install Divi. All right, so back over here now, what we need to do is to click on Divi and then we want to come over here to Theme Builder. Next, you want to click on these two arrows. This is portability. And then you want to click on import. Next, you want to look for that file that we unzipped earlier on. And here it is. I'm just going to drag it over here and then click on import theme builder templates. So this now is going to import the template that we're going to need. And you can see here automatically it has gone and applied it to all the posts on our site. Next, I am going to save changes. And then over here now, I am going to refresh this page so you can see what design is applied to this post, or rather all the posts on our sites, just by adding this template. So I'm going to refresh this. And now you can see this looks way much better. This is beautiful. And we have our post title here. We also have extra information here, the excerpts, and our font here has changed as well. And also, if we go all the way down, you can see I have my own section here of the author, and then we also have related posts. And then over here, our comments section is also different. And we also have a submit button here, and we also have a section here where we can build our email list by adding an email opt-in. So this is really, really cool. Now, the thing is, when you get it like this, it may be that you want to make a couple of changes to match this design with your design. So that's what I'm going to show you next. So I'm going to come back over here to my theme builder and show you how to customize it. So I'm going to click here on this little pencil icon. So this now is going to take us into the builder where we can make all our changes using Divi's theme builder. So let's start off by changing these colors here in the background. So I'm going to click on this gear icon to go into my section settings. I'm going to click on background, and then on the second tab, which is the gradient tab, you can make your changes here. So first of all, you can play around with the gradient direction here. Right now it's set to 90 degrees, but you can play around with this until you get, your desired shape. But you know what? I'm just going to keep it at 90 degrees. So I'm just going to add my 90 degrees in here. Now here is where you change your colors. So here, let's say you want to add the colors that match your branding. You can just change it like that. And that was an easy fix. And then over here on the left side, you can play around with that as well by clicking here and then changing your color. So now you can see I've added red onto the other side. So it is quite easy to go in and make your changes to your colors. Okay, so pretty much that's all you need to do here on the header area. So now let's take a look at this image. So if I go in here, and remember, this is a template, so I can go into the design here and make a few changes. So let's say I need to add some rounded corners. I can just come over here, add my rounded corners. I'd like to go with 3 in this case, hit save. And then as you go through this design, you can go in and perhaps you want to change your post title here. If I go to design and I click on this paintbrush icon, here's our font, but you know what? I don't want it italicized, so I'm going to change it by just clicking here. So just by doing that, I can change this. I can also change the font itself. So I would go say with Poppins, and here we are. So you can see there, I can just change my font as I go. And I can save that, and then moving on to the next part, which is this area here, I can go to each and every one of these and make my changes. So the post author here, Can also make some changes by coming over here to the text and making sure it is not italicized if I want it that way. And if I needed to change my colors, I can go in here. So for example, for the links, I have this blue. I can change that to any color that I want. So let's say I want to go with that orange, you know, I can go with that red. But as you can see, it's just a matter of clicking, and this is how you'd get your colors that you need to change using this builder. Okay, so once you're happy with that, you can just hit save, and then moving forward, you can now go into the actual content. So if I click on this gear icon, this is going to take us to the post content settings. So let's start here with the heading. So if I click here on the heading, I can actually make changes to all of this. So to be honest, I'm not really a fan of this italicized, so I can just change it like that. And you can see now this is looking normal. So I can go into each and every one of these and then just change it like that. So you can see it's a quick fix. And in your case, if you wanted to change any part of this template, you can just change it like that. And let's say you wanted to change the colors. Again, you can just go in and change the colors. Okay, so moving forward, we also have these other titles here. So I can do the same and just change them to normal. All right, so now that we've done that, I can hit save. And then moving forward, we have this massive section here, which has our information. So let's say you want to get rid of it completely and delete it. You can just come to this section here and delete it. But let me show you something else that you can do. So let's say you don't really want to delete it, but you want to use it. At a later stage. You can just click here on advanced, and then you can come over here to visibility and just disable it, you know. So that just disables it for the moment. And then if you want it back on, you can just go back in and activate it. Okay, let's move on. And now we have our related posts. And again, you can go in here and make changes to the text. And I'm going to remove the italicized and just change that to normal. And further down, we also have our comments, where you can go in and also make changes to this by clicking here on this gear icon, and this takes us to our comment settings. So again, you can go and customize each and every element here and also change your colors. Now, the most important part is this opt-in. So I want to show you how you can get this opt-in working on your side. So if I click here on module settings, by default, it's not set to work with your email autoresponder. So you need to go in and make those changes. So I'm going to scroll down here and click on email account. So this is where you want to point it to your email service provider. So at the moment it's set to MailChimp, but there is ActiveCampaign, Aweber, ConvertKit, and so on. So this is where you want to choose. And then once you've chosen it, you select your list here, click add, and every time someone clicks here to add their email address to subscribe, they are going to be added on to your mailing list. And there's also one really cool thing that you can do here, and that is to come over here to success action. So instead of just getting this message that says success when someone fills in this form, you can also add a specific page. So you can redirect them to a specific URL by typing it over here. Now, this can be a thank you page, which can have an offer, or it can be a thank you page, which has something that you can download. Okay, so that's how you customize this. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. And if you want to make changes to the colors here in the background, you can click on this gear icon to go into your module settings, click on background. And again, we have these two colors here. So you can play around with these colors to match your design. So as you can see here, I've just gone in and added a black. And if I wanted to go in and change that image, I can just go in and then click on this tab, click on the image here, and I can choose a totally different image. So let's go with this one here. I know it doesn't relate to what we are doing, but you can see here that the image has been added. Okay, so pretty much this is how we customize our template. So I'm going to close out of here and I'm going to click on save and then exit the Visual Builder. So once you've saved this, you also want to click here on save all changes. And then over here, when you refresh, this is where you see all your updated changes. So there's a slight change that we did earlier on, which is adding some rounded corners. And you can see here we've added rounded corners. And also we've changed this title from italicized to just normal, and also over here. And when you scroll further down, there's also another place where I changed, and this is the related post. So you can see here that all your changes that you make in the builder can also reflect on this post template. So there you have it. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and do follow us on our social media platforms. By doing so, you'll be notified every time we release new tutorials. Until next time, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.